Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. The title of our today's video is How to Add Instagram Lead Ads Leads to Notion Database Automatically. So I'm running a business and I'm using Instagram lead ads to promote my business. And I wish that as soon as a new lead is generated in my Instagram lead ads account, automatically the details of that lead should be added in my database in my Notion account too. For this, we are going to create a connection between Instagram lead ads and Notion. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So in Pabbly, we have the concept of trigger in action. For trigger, we are going to use Instagram lead ads, and for action, we are using Notion. So if you also wish to learn this process step by step, follow me through the screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video, we are going to learn how to add new Instagram lead ads to Notion database. For this, I have already opened my Instagram account and I've also connected my Instagram account with my Facebook page, which is Peak Performance Physio. And over here, you can see the successful connection of my Facebook page and my Instagram account. And now, using this Instagram account, I'm running Instagram ads to generate more leads for my business. And also, using this Facebook account, I have created some lead gen forms. And I wish that as soon as someone sees my Instagram ad in their Instagram account, they should also get the option to fill in the lead gen form. And as soon as they fill in the lead gen form, I want to add the details of that lead gen form as a database in my Notion. For this, I have opened my landing page of Pabbly simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as you'll open the landing page of Pabbly, you are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of tasks free every month. But I am an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in. And now it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting two applications. So I'm going to click on access now right over here. And now it is opening my dashboard, and to start with the automation, I'm going to click on this button right over here which says create workflow. And now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and I want to name my workflow as add Instagram lead ads to Notion database automatically. And now we are going to click on create. And now it is opening the most important window of our automation, that is our workflow window. This is the most important window because we have trigger in action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. By this, you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. So now we are going to select our trigger application, which is Instagram lead ads, because I want that as soon as a new lead is generated in my Instagram lead ads, automatically my workflow should be triggered. So I'm going to search for Instagram lead ads and select it. And then for the trigger event, we are going to select new lead instant because I want that instantly Pabbly should capture the response and trigger the workflow. And then we are going to click on connect. And now it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your Instagram lead ads account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me. Click on add a new connection and then connect with Instagram lead ads. And now it is asking me to select my Facebook page because I have already created a connection between my Facebook page and my Instagram account, and also the Instagram ads which I am running is using this Facebook page only. And now the connection between our workflow and our Instagram lead ads happens to my Facebook page only. So that's why it is asking me to select my Facebook account. So I'm going to select it and click on continue. And as soon as I'll click on continue, you can see that we have successfully connected our Instagram lead ads account with our Pabbly's workflow. And over here, you can see connected. And now it is asking me the page and the lead gen form. So the name of my page is Peak Performance Physio. So I'm going to search for Peak Performance Physio right over here and select it. And then for the lead gen forms, I'm going to select Instagram lead ads because I want that only the details of this particular form leads should be added as a database in my Notion. If you wish to create this automation for all your lead gen forms, you can select all lead gen forms or any another desired form. So I'm going to select my desired form and then we are going to click on save and send test request. And yes, you can see that it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So we have to do a test submission or record. And I will let you know that in my Instagram lead ads, I'm running a draft ad right over here. You can see in draft. So this campaign is not a live campaign. If you are running a live campaign, you are going to receive the details of your latest leads. So you can wait to capture that details, or if you are running a draft campaign and if you don't want to wait, you can open a new tab and search for Meta for developers to do a test submission. You can open Meta for developers, and then we are going to go on more and then tools. And then we are going to open lead ads RTO debug tool. And now from the lead ads testing tool, we are going to do a test submission. So we are going to select the page and the form. So as you know, the name of my page is Peak Performance Physio. So I'm going to search for it and select it. And then for the form, we are going to select Instagram lead ads. And then we are going to click on preview form. And now it is asking me to fill in the details. So we are going to enter the test details. And yes, you can see that I've entered the test details. First name as Jami, last name as user, email as jami@pabblytudes.com, phone number as this, and the company name as Pabbly Connect. And now we are going to click on next and then submit. And yes, you can see your test lead has been sent. This means that lead ads testing tool has sent our lead to our workflow. So we are going to open our workflow and we are going to check that if Pabbly has captured it or not. And yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured it. Here's the first name, the last name, the email, and the phone number, also the company name. This means that our trigger step is successful. And now we are moving on to our action step. For our action application, we are going to select Notion right over here because I want to add the data of my leads captured through Instagram lead ads in my Notion database. So I'm going to search for Notion and select it. And now for the action event, we are going to select create database item. And then we are going to click on connect. And now it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So again, if you have already connected your Notion account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to again follow me, click on add a new connection and then connect with Notion. And now it will ask you for some permissions. So you can click on select pages and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for because your data is secure with Pabbly. And now it is asking me to select the pages. So I'm going to select all the pages that I've created. If you wish, you can only select the particular page you want to add your database in. After selecting the pages, we are going to click on allow access because my data is secure with Pabbly. And now you can see that we have successfully connected our Notion account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me the database name. So I want to add the details in this database, which is customer data. So I'm going to open my workflow and select customer data right over here. And now it is asking me for the phone number, email, and name. So we are going to map these details. So mapping is a method by Pabbly, which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step, where we selected Instagram lead ads as our trigger application. So we are going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And now, as soon as I'm going to map these details, all of these details will turn dynamic and change with every new lead submitted. So this means that my workflow would be ready to run in real time as soon as I complete my mapping. So now for the phone number, we are going to open the response and search for phone right over here. And over here, you can see the phone number. So we are going to map this. Same we are going to do for the email. We are going to open the response and search for email right over here. And then we are going to map the email. And then for the name, again we are going to search for name right over here. And as you can see, the first name and the last name. So first we are going to map the first name, put a space, and then we are going to map the last name. And now you can see that I have completed my mapping, and now it is asking me for the content. So I am going to leave this field blank because it is not a required field. And then we are going to move on forward and click on save and send test request. And yes, you can see that we have received a positive response that our details has been added to our database. Over here, you can see the same email also. So we are going to open our Notion and check that if the details have been added or not. So I'm going to open my Notion. And from here, we are going to select my database, which is customer data. And yes, you can see name dummy user, email dummy@pabblytudes.com, and the same phone number that we entered has been added to our Notion database too. This means that my workflow is successful. I'll just test the workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So for this, I'm going to open my lead ads testing tool, delete the previous lead and refresh the page. It is really important to delete the previous lead and refresh the page, otherwise you will not be able to preview the new form or create a new lead. Now we are going to select the page and the form. So for the page, again, we are going to select Peak Performance Physio. So I'm going to search for it and select it. And then for the form, we are going to select Instagram lead ads. And again, we are going to click on preview form. And again, we are going to enter the test details. So over here, we are going to enter the first name as test, last name as user, email as test@pabblytudes.com, phone number as this. And then for the company name, we are going to use Pabbly right over here. And yes, you can see that we have successfully entered all these details. And now we are going to click on next and then submit. And yes, you can see your test lead has been sent. This means that lead ads testing tool has sent our lead to our workflow. Pabbly triggered the workflow and further added the details of our lead to our database in Notion. So we are going to open our Notion and check that if the details of our lead has been added or not. This time we are not going back to our workflow and clicking on save and send test request. We'll directly open our Notion. And then we are going to see over here name, test user, email test@pabblytudes.com, and the same phone number that we entered has been added to our Notion too. This means that my workflow is successful, and I'll just summarize the workflow for you once. For our trigger application, I selected Instagram lead ads, and then for the trigger event, I selected new lead instant because I wanted that as soon as a new lead is submitted in my Instagram lead ads, automatically my workflow should be triggered. And as you know that I'm running a draft campaign, that's why I use lead ads testing tool to generate the response. If you are running a live campaign, you are going to receive the response of your latest lead. And then for the action application, I selected Notion, and then for the action event, I selected create database item because I wanted that as soon as a new Instagram lead ad is submitted, automatically a database item should be created in my Notion too. And my workflow was successful. Over here you can see the two details that I have added during this video. So if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone the workflow and share the workflow link in the description box. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.